Hello fellow knitters, my name is Tabby and I'm here to talk about my second finished sweater for 2024, and it is my Gibson Ruffle blouse. So this is a paid for pattern by Fable Wear Knits, something like that. It has been a project I wanted to do for the past 2 years, and I have a lot of emotions about this, and they're kind of mostly negative, unfortunately, but I think it's a lot to do with me. And so I want to talk about the yarn first. This is a lovely color and I really love it. So this is Dreamin' Colors. I believe this is the Bobby BFL fingering weight. And I bought this at my local yarn shop. I bought 2 skeins of the Bobby BFL and the fingering weight, and it's such a pretty color. And then this mohair, you knit the ruffle out of mohair, and it is knit with fairy floss, and this is the wineberry colorway, and then this is Madge, and that's 72% kid mohair and 28% silk. As far as the BFL base, it is 85% superwash and blue flace luster and 15% nylon. So I got these together at my local yarn store 2 years ago, I want to say. So they sell a lot of Dreamin' colorways, and they were just really pretty and they appealed to me, so that's what I went with. And I got the pattern for my birthday and the gift card for the yarn shop for my birthday. So this was kind of like a birthday present kind of deal. My birthday's in December, and so I was like, oh cool, I'll get it, knitted for my next birthday. Did not happen. So this is a top-down sweater. I constructed it from the top, and it is knit on a size 6 needle, and I started knitting it and I ripped it out, I want to say about 3 times before I got to like here. And then one time I think I got to about somewhere around here, and I realized it's too small, so I sized up. My mom told me I should have sized up twice. I just sized up once, and it's pretty snug. I think I should have maybe taken her advice and sized up a little more. So one of the things that happened was, besides ripping it out a bunch of times and restarting it, I ran out of yarn. So I don't know if you can tell, but when I went back to buy more yarn 2 years later, I could not get the same base. So this sleeve from about here on is a completely different base, and you kind of can tell if you're looking at it super closely, or maybe not even that closely. But I feel like this colorway is really interesting because like right here is kind of dark where it's lighter, and so like here's lighter and then here's dark, so you might not even know it's another base of yarn until I told you. But this base of yarn is it is still Dreamin' Color and it's wineberry, but it's the smushy fingering weight. So this one is 85% superwash merino and 50% nylon. So this one, the smushy, is actually softer than the BFL, the Bobby, and I kind of wish that I had gotten all this. I mean, it's pretty darker, but I wish I had kind of got this for the whole sweater, because the blue flace luster is a little rustic, a little scratchy. This is softer. So, but oh well, what can you do? So this is how much I had left out of the yarn once I finished knitting the sleeve. So I think altogether it took me like 2.5 skeins to knit this size. I want to say like medium or large, because it might have been extra large if I sized up to the next one. So I thought it would just take 2, but I was wrong. Anyway, if you're gonna knit this sweater in the size large or medium, or large, just know that it takes like 2.5 skeins. And then I bought a skein of mohair, and this is what I have left. I knit this ruffle twice because in the pattern it says pick up at every other stitch, and I did. And then I cast off too tight, so it was all like squinched. It did not look good at all because it wasn't super ruffly. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna rip it out, and that's why this sweater takes so freaking long. Because I want to wear this sweater on my London trip. I really want to wear it to afternoon tea in the spring. But I was like working on one sleeve. I did not finish it while I was on my trip. I knitted on it once in the week and a half we were in the UK. It did not happen. So hopefully maybe next year I can wear it to an afternoon tea. Or it'd be a great like Christmas Eve sweater, or wear it on my birthday. It is currently like around 100, 105. It is not the time to be wearing the sweater, and I am so warm right now. If my face is red, that's why. So yeah, I think despite all the like the ripping it out, ripping the ruffle out, redoing the ruffle, running out of yarn, and not quite matching, I think it's actually pretty, it's a pretty color, and I think it's, once I redid the ruffle, I think it looks 1,000 times better. How much I will wear the sweater, I have no idea. I don't think it's going to be that much. But I think it actually turned out really pretty. The ruffle looks nice. It is very, very warm. I think it could be a great sweater. But I don't know. I feel like in the pictures the sleeves are a little more poofier. Maybe, like, again, if I had sized up, it wouldn't be so tight and they would look more poofy at this point. But yeah, I think I did lengthen it a little bit too, because it is a pretty cropped sweater, and I'm not really a cropped girl. I have a long torso, so I like to add length. So this is the second pattern I wanted to knit this year. I did my Lawrence sweater, I did this sweater, and I'm working on the mountain sweater. So stick around, keep your eye out for that. Yeah, I mean, if I want to rank the sweater, this is how much I did. I think it might be like a 5. It's not the best thing I've ever made, and it's not the worst thing I've ever made, but we'll see how much wear I get out of it. So I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. The Gibson Ruffle sweater, she's alright. I'm alright. Yeah. I feel like it was a frustrating knit, but I think the end result is kind of cute. So that's what it is. Oh yeah, how I found this pattern, I found it through Christy Glass. I'm pretty sure she was one of the people that knit the sweater, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty, I want to make it. There was a time in my late teens where I was really into the Victorian Edwardian. I wanted to like live a life in the day of high school as if I was a Victorian lady. That never happened. I made myself a few walking skirts. They no longer fit me. So if I had a walking skirt, I think this would be a really great pair. But yeah, I love the Gibson girl look. I like the Gibson girl look. So if you've knitted this pattern before and you have any thoughts, let me know. If you're working on any kind of knitting projects, let me know. Let's have a chat. And if you're interested in seeing the third sweater I wanted to make this year, stick around to my channel. I am waiting on yarn for that. So it is a colorworks sweater that has a mountain design. So I'm really excited about knitting that one as well. So stick around to see more knitting, more fashion videos, and have a lovely day.